Hi all. I just got cut off, so I'm going to start where I left off. But, actually, before I do, I just want to say that in terms of superficial things, especially if you're a child or a teenager watching right now, please understand that if someone is making fun of you for your hair color, your facial features, your ethnicity, or your weight, or the way you dress, or the way you talk, or your voice, or the way you walk, or your interests, I can 100% guarantee you, I can 100% assure you, it's a matter of perfect conviction for me that the reason why they're making fun of you has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with any of the above. Nothing at all. Please, I implore you, be yourself. Love yourself for who you are. Don't worry about what other people think. It doesn't matter. You are beautiful in who you are. Everything about you, every little aspect of who you are right now is beautiful. So I'm going to make another video about that, but really, just understand that, please. But back to the topic at hand. If someone is making an observation about you that you do not find flattering, and by that I mean, like, someone says that you're mean, or that you have a modus operandi, or that you're a liar, or that you're stuck up, or that you are contemptuous of others, or that you are messy, or that whatever someone says. If it gets you angry, there's lots of ways that anger may manifest itself. You may flip out on the person. Some people won't say a word to the person, but will start trying to do little things to, sabotage them. A passive-aggressive person will do that. Some people will just cut the person off, never want to see them again. And some people will leave and go home and cry about what a loser they are and how much everyone hates them. But the fact of the matter is, if someone makes an observation about you that you find unflattering, the most greatest thing you can possibly do is say to yourself, maybe I am like that. But if I am, I'm going to transcend it. Understand, you are a work in progress. Everyone is a work in progress. No one is perfect. If people would just stop, I know it's hard in a world where so many people are wearing masks, but the thing with a mask is it doesn't change. It can't grow, it cannot change. It's always the same. You're always that same person. Whatever person you decide you are, you're always that same person. And the thing is, you're not even that person because it's a mask. You're hiding behind that person, declining. The real you is declining, being denied, and therefore every single negative aspect about you is getting worse. It's completely useless. Everyone should just throw off the mask and accept that each and every one of us is climbing an endless mountain. And that's why humility is so important. That's why humility is a virtue. Humility is just admitting, I'm not perfect, and I never will be. But, people have a tendency to just be so, static in their thoughts. This is how I am, this is how I'll always be. And they don't realize you're not going to be the same you were a year ago. You're not going to be the same you were a month ago, even a week ago, sometimes even a day ago. We are constantly, whether you like it or not, the fact of the matter is, people, we do not live in that wild environment where, we're constantly having to either, get food for ourselves or fend off predators. We don't have to deal with physical onslaughts in this society. I mean, mental onslaughts, yes, but physical onslaughts, we don't have to deal with that in this society. Really. So we have so much room for ourselves to change. And so the way that, I mean, we're constantly being subjected to all kinds of information, bombarded with information, people, television, movies, magazines, books, all this information we're constantly being bombarded with. And the fact of the matter is, I mean, whether we like it or not, we're being affected by it. I mean, I'm not saying we're always adopting the information, but we either, for the most part, we either adopt the information or we form a resistance to it. So we are being affected by the information. But it's not just us. I mean, people need to understand everyone's like this. Everyone's constantly changing. So many people see someone they haven't seen for 5 years and think they're going to be the same person they were last time they saw them. That's impossible. So I think it's very important for people to just realize that fear is really yourself telling yourself about the destructive force that's inside of you. So rather than being afraid of the fear, rather than seeing the fear as you know, something they can't, you know, again, in the wild, it was different. I mean, if we were afraid of something, it was because there was nothing we could do. We had to run away from it or fight it. In our current exemplification, that no longer is applicable. Don't be afraid of the fear. Use the fear as a tool to show yourself where you need to grow. Because, and you know, I heard this quote. Actually, you know what? The fact of the matter is, if we're walking through the dark and there's a fence in front of us, we're going to trip. We shine a light on the fence, we can jump over it.